Dear learner, I am Professor Dr. Ramesh G. God, Dean and Director, Indira Gandhi National Centre for the Arts, Ministry of Culture, Government of India. Welcome you to this session on research data management under this MOOCs programs on information handling, skills for teaching, learning, and research. In today's talk, I am going to cover what is data, what is research data, why to manage research data, how to manage research data, and various kind of stakeholders in the research data management process. How to plan research data management, because planning is very important, and also why this research data management is important for data sharing and reuse by creating various kind of data repositories or institutional repositories. And to conclude, what is the role of libraries in research data management? So let's begin with what is data. The dictionary meaning of data is the facts and statistics collected together for reference or analysis. A reinterpretable representation of information in formalized manner suitable for communication, interpretation, or processing. Data is also considered a collection of facts such as number, words, measurement, observation, or just various kind of descriptions. So data is basically a collection of facts based on different activities, different research, and all those kind of programs. Uh, there are various categories of data, types of data, like on the basis of it's a research, it's a quantitative or qualitative research, and data is primary or secondary, and data is discrete or continuous, and it has been collected through various kind of observational activities. So we referred observational data. It is based on laboratory experimental, so consider laboratory experimental data. It is based on computer simulation or textual analysis, or various kind of physical artifacts or releases. So this is the way data has been defined in various types. Data has various other related issues also, like there are a number of things related to data. It is data access management, data anonymization, data audit, data curation, data lifecycle, data privacy, data publishing, creation of data repositories, data ownership, data stewardship, data digital creation, digital preservation. And this is also related to e-research, e-science, e-scholarship, linked open data. And there are different kind of terms like metadata, ontologies, preservation metadata, provenance of data, published research life cycle of the data. All these terms are very important. But here we are just referring one topic, that is research data management. So let's talk about research data. So research data can be defined as the recorded factual material commonly accepted in the scientific community as necessary to validate research finding. So why the data which is needed to validate the results presented in a scientific publication or evidence used in drawing certain kind of research conclusions may be referred as research data. And there are different types of data based on various kind of activities, like observational data, research data which is based on remote sensing, data survey, and various kind of field visit or a collection of samples, etc. Then experimental data, like in various kind of research experiments data is collected. And it also have different other categorization based on activities, circumstances, and analytical process and activities. uh, Research data has a very important life cycle, like starting from data creation to data processing, data analysis, data preservation, data access, data reuse. So in this entire life cycle, it is very important to manage the data in form of research data repository to make this cycle complete. And in this entire research data management process, starting from planning, where you need to have certain kind of policies, some different kind of ethics and integrity issues, various kind of documentations, including metadata documentation. And at the time of the creation, when you are collecting the data, it is very important to consider uh, metadata standards and naming file and formats, and saving in which particular file format you want to save it, and better to save it in an open data format. And how to store this data, managing data in various data storage repositories, open repositories, or institutional repositories. And then also, while sharing the data, various kind of issues regarding intellectual property rights, and also ownership, licensing, citation of data, all these things are important for data sharing. So in this entire research data management cycle, these points have to be taken in consideration to really take care of a research data management process. Now, question arises: why to manage the data? Uh, See, research data is a very valuable resource that offers a lot of facilities and services in the research, and often it requires a great deal of time and money to create. So, and when you don't manage the data, don't save the data, when you are starting a new research, in many places it's a duplication of work, recreation of the research. So in that context, this fair data principle has been developed, and it has been endorsed by various researchers, publishers, funding agencies, and industry partners at international level. And what is this fair principle? First is F stand for findable. So unique identifiers and metadata are used to allow data to be located quickly and efficiently. Then accessible. Data is open, free, and universally available for research discovery efforts. And then interoperable. A common programming language is used to allow use in broad range of applicable applications of different types of applications. And reusable, R stand for reusable. All data is clearly described and outlines describe data use standards. Whatever outlines are associated with data, that has to be linked with certain kind of standards, so it can be reused without any problem. So interoperability for reuse very important. So this ensure facilitating data security. It also help in minimizing the data loss or risk of data loss. It also ensure research integrity and validation of result. Nowadays, many publishers ask to submit research data sets. So it is important for justifying the various kind of academic integrity requirement, and it also help in preservation of research data. It also help various kind of research collaboration, later research collaboration, and also help funding agency in different kind of reports and justification. But before data management, we should understand who are the stakeholders in that. Definitely, all those are managing research, creating research, research scholar, research supervisor, institution leader like deans, and various kind of other office of research. And of course, library is a very important stakeholder in it. IT team, which need to create certain kind of repository and various kind of facilities, is also very important in this context. And funding agencies who are providing funds and facilities for data creation and other things, they are also very important in this context. So all these stakeholders have certain roles and responsibilities, starting from the researcher, which they are the creator and manager of the data. So data creation, data management, data organization, data cleaning, data file naming, all kind of as per the guidelines, maintaining the data privacy. So it's a big responsibility of the researcher. University has to provide infrastructure, has to develop the guidelines, has to provide the various kind of coordination in the team, various kind of stakeholder, ensuring the kind of uh, proper procedures are followed. Then those data center repositories, mainly library and other places, they also need to play a very important role in this, because they are the libraries are the organization which can ensure long-term data repository, long-term data preservation, and also share, reuse, and accessibility, and it also help in protecting or promotion of data also. So and then funders, because without funds you cannot create open data repositories. You cannot keep the data without the permission of the grant agencies for further reuse. You cannot, so your data privacy, data restrictions all depend upon funders policy, so they also play a very important role in that. Now, how to manage the data? So there are very important and specific things to be considered. First thing is the data formats, in which formats data is to be created. Uh, then comes very like in file naming and uh, different kind of softwares for data analysis and storage. Then metadata and documentation is also very important. Data sets licensing, various kind of data management tools, which repository to be deposited, data to be deposited, and various kind of identifiers, persistent identifier to recognize or just to make the data searchable for long term. So how to make a data management plan? So at different stages you have to have various kind of management, data management planning. Like while at the time of the data creation, you need to understand various kind of data types, formats, and volume of the data. You also need to choose the softwares for sharing and long-term access of the data. Or you also need to see, is there any existing data, so you want to connect that data or link the data to the existing data if it is data similar data. How to the data be collected or created, what sender or methodology will be used, how will you structure and name your folders and files, how will you handle various kind of versions of data, what quality assurance process, how to ensure the quality of the data. And then while documenting and maintaining the data, you need to consider the various aspects of metadata. So, what information is needed for the data to be read and interpreted? How will you capture, create this documentation and metadata? What kind of the metadata standards you are going to use? So, all these things are important. At same time, various kind of ethics and compliances as part of academic integrity, as part of the guidelines from the funding agency, as part of guidelines from the university, as part of the guidelines from different other agencies. So how will you manage these IPR issues or various kind of other issues like research misconduct and other things? So this data preservation and sharing, and how will you protect the identity of participants who are participating in the data process? How will you recognize the sensitive data, and how will you handle it? And then also, while talking about IPR issues, basically ownership of the data has to be clearly defined. And also, how will the data be licensed for the further reuse? Any kind of restriction, embargo period, or any kind of, like even also fee or free, that also need to be discussed while data management planning. And storage and backup, like from the starting point creation of the data till final reuse and use, long-term preservation, every point you need to think of how data is to be stored, how backup is to be taken for long-term preservation or short-term requirement, and who will be responsible for data backup and repositories, and how will you manage access and security issues, what various kind of access control. It should be free, it should be restricted, it should be restricted, or it should be open to whom, user ID, password, or you want to have some charges also. So all these kind of access and security control measures to be taken care. Then when you are talking about preservation, which data to be preserved for long term, which data need to be preserved for short term, and also keeping in view the maintaining the originality of data. Then also how data is being stored with various kind of legal and contractual agreements between creator and the funding agencies and the universities. And if you are planning for long-term preservation, uh, how to plan it, and how the data set to be stored in long-term preservation, like in repository or archives or certain kind of backup storage. So, and what is the cost involved in this, time and cost involved in it? How will you share the data? Uh, how will you give it to potential user? How will you promote it? Whom will you share the data? Under what condition? Guidelines to be prepared, and you will share data by repository or through any other mechanism. And when data is available, how you are ensuring persistent identifier, like sites keeps on changing, and any other restrictions, embargo period or any kind of undertaking or some kind of. So all these restrictions need to be clearly defined in this data management planning. uh, and then you have to fix the responsibilities for data management, data promotion, uh, and each and every data management activity somebody should be made responsible, and ownership need to be clearly defined, and there's a clear cut correlation between various kind of stakeholder, or if required some guidelines and contract agreement to be prepared. And while delivering this data, so what kind of expertise required in use of this data? What kind of software is required? What kind of hardware required? So all these things should be planned. There are various kind of data management tools available. Like there are cloud management data tools built on the cloud. For the cloud, these connect and integrate multiple data sources via APIs, web hooks, or direct database connection. Amazon, Google Cloud is available for this. Then ETL tools help organization of low data from multiple sources, defines complex automated transformation of the data, test that data pipeline, and load data continues to largest data set. There is a data transformation tool, master data management tools, reference data management tools, data visualization and data analytical tools. So there are various kind of data management tools which one should know about it, and one should provide training in these data tools. And most important way of data sharing and data use is creation of data open data repositories. A number of open data repository has been already created, like some of the example are Figshare. It's a repository where users can make all their research outputs available in a citable, shareable, and discovery manner. Then there is a Dry digital repository, there is a Dataverse digital repository, there is a Open Science framework, there is a Zenodo research data repository. So these repositories are very popular and very important for various kind of people. So Figshare, you can, any researcher can deposit the data there. It's already 26 million pages, and there are a lot of data sets available in this particular, and this data repository's main function is store, share, and discover data. Dry is the another research data repository. Link is given. If you want to, you can go and check it. Then Open Refine data repository. So basically, this is a kind of free open source repository where anybody can make use of it, or can upload their data. Data is not always shareable because there are certain restrictions, there are certain conditions where uh, because of the funders, because of the university guidelines, because of the secrecy of the research, and also before publishing or sometime get obtaining a patent or filing a trade secret, or all kind of IPRs. And somewhere, like if it is a commercial information, somebody has to sell it, so they may not like to get it uh, openly available. And there are certain things which are information is confidential because of certain countries requirement, or universities requirement, or individuals requirement. So those things have to be taken care while research data management. Some kind of policy should be that made that what data is to be shared, what not to be shared, what have to be restricted. To conclude, I would like to say that this research data management is a very new concept in India. People are not fully aware of that. Neither researchers are aware of it, nor libraries are aware of that. Even agencies, the funders, the policymakers are not aware of that. The first thing is that we need to create an awareness about importance of research data management, data curation, data preservation, and then library should take lead, and library should create institutional repository or should use other open repository to help researcher in data preservation, in uploading their data. There are a number of platforms available to create open data repositories or institutional repository: DSpace, Fedora, CCAN, DCAN, iRods, Dataverse, Digital Commons. And Digital Commons is doing very well and one of the most successful platform. And libraries are the domain expertise in creation of metadata. But libraries alone cannot do it. They have to work in close collaboration with various agencies, funding agencies, researcher, research department, university authorities to ensure this research data management process. So my suggestion is that libraries should look forward to it, and they should take this opportunity to enter in this unexplored area with the help of research. And this is the opportunity for libraries to come closer to the research community and academic community. And with these words, I want to thanks all the resources which I have used in this presentation. uh, I have given links to every resource, but in case if anything is not is there any omission, it's duly regretted. Its intention is to create an awareness on the topic of research data management among librarians, researcher, and students. So with this, I thanks everybody, and these are my contact details. For any further information, clarification, please feel free to contact me. Uh, so this is all about my understanding or my experiences with research data management. I'm also a beginner and learner in this area, so I have tried to share my understanding. Thank you very much. Hope it is useful to you.